Yeah, you traded in your terrible tantrum. Now you're thoroughly thronging the theme. I don't give two shits or half a fuck at the risk of sounding mean. So you straddled the sycophant and slobbered over several sad souls. I'm sure all the wide-mouthed whack jobs now will puff it up with pristine prose. I heard you thwacking the loser for gawking and found my stash. It was right where I had left it in a sack stuffed behind my dram. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king innocently. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king bluntly. Who gives a fuck? The Jester has a unique position, last in line for his majesty's ear. Distinct among the court, he'll tell it to him straight, regardless of what the king wants to hear. Oh, he'll bring in all royal functionaries with their opinions and reams of facts. Every blowhard, pun, and crank, and talking head and breath is Jimmy partisan hack. And then the yammer of the moral crusaders, the cool, bland technocrats, the bunk jargon piffle and hooey and drivel. Yeah, the king listens to all that. But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king impatiently. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king earnestly. Who gives a fuck? One day the king was getting restless. He confided to his groom of the stool, I wonder of the things of ordinary folks in the dominion over which I rule. So he summoned his knights and his butlers, the standard bearer and his herald of arms, the royal secretary, and of course the Jester led the trip, his passionate charm. They all descended the castle staircase, down through the cold dusty stone foyer. Entourage then crossed the drawbridge to explore the realm for the day. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king succinctly. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king with no hint of irony. Who gives a fuck? Of the landscape was stunning as they moved briskly down the slope of the commanding heights of commerce where the dealers theorize and monetize hope. They pass a picture perfect genteel estates to the brainstorm and data mines beyond the labs that bottle lightning and dreams produced on assembly lines. Now they make it to the depths of the valley near the base of the towering spire, where the clerics, hawkers, artists, and peasants all toil merely to inspire. And the king happens upon a place to rest at the outpost of humility. And he and his attendants are left to reflect on the fringes of his sovereignty. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Go blow a die and squeeze some luck. The Jester put it to the king plainly. Who gives a fuck?